Do you feel women are ever taught how to treat a man?
Yeah, treat him like shit. Fuck him. Take all his money. That's what they taught.
The reason I ask, right, because I feel like from young, men are taught how to treat women.
Yes,
you're
from
taught,
movies, TV
be
shows.
a gentleman.
Yes.
Pull out her chair.
Yeah.
Make sure that she's on this side of the street when you walk. Make
Yeah.
sure, like, you know those things from young.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't hit girls. You don't, like,
Yeah.
do things. But I don't think women are taught how to do things specifically for men, or
No.
specifically how to treat a man.
Oh, they're a wildflower.
Mm-hmm.
Just how you grow up and take his money. And if he ain't get drafted, dump him. And all type of crazy shit that they got to hear, bro.
Uh-huh.
That, no, in a sense, I be feeling sorry for women because they don't get a version of you shouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you do is right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's everybody else's fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until they, 45, 50 years old alone.
So that, and I'm glad you said that, because that was the next part of my question, right? So if they're never taught how to treat a man, is it really their fault for not knowing?
No. But it's their fault for not trying to know. You see it's not working. Change the bait on the hook, bitch.
Okay. But if you're told all your life that you're right,
Yeah.
are you ever going to be like, it's not working, or they're not working?
Nah. So if I'm told all my life that I'm rich, right, but I can't buy shit. You keep telling me I'm rich. I can't buy shit.
Yeah.
Somebody lying. And it's you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
Okay,
change
I like
it up.
it. I like it. Hey, but you rich though. But I'm broke.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Nah,
Yeah. So,
okay.
you got to change it up.
Yeah.
You got to get out at that comfort zone. You got to keep telling you, nah, it ain't you, it's them. Fuck them. Kermit the Frog with the hoodie on.
Yeah.
It's not you, it's them. Fuck them. But you still alone at night. You still messy in the morning. Change it up, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a dirty game.
That real now.
All right, D. Do you think women are ever taught how to treat men, and do you think it's their fault for not knowing?
I think a lot of women are. I think a lot of women aren't.
Okay, so tell me about the women that you say they are taught. You've seen that? You've witnessed it?
Yeah, I've lived it.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I'm trying to think, is it specifically taking care of men or taking care of a family? So from young age, a girl is given a baby doll.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even be a girl. You got to take care of something. You 3, take care of this.
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn how to take care of others immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Now, depending on households, and I know it's changing a lot, a girl will be taught to cook. Not so she can feed herself. She got to feed her family. Because you're going to have kids. You're going to do all this. So in a certain dynamic, they are often told to people please, to take care of others. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to nurture.
Mm-hmm.
Then there are other dynamics when they're taught. It goes back to the parent. If your role model, if your guardian is this hurt, men ain't nothing, they're terrible, you don't need a man, then they're gonna be like that. But then if your guardian is like, no, you got to you don't matter unless you're taking care of a child or something like that, then you're going to be like that. I don't think there's a good, healthy balance of what they should be.
Okay.
Because they're not allowed to be
agree.
themselves. It's always you should be a mom or you should never do anything for a man. They're the worst. Just take from them.
Okay.
So is that their fault?
I think it depends too. I agree with that. I think it depends too though.
Mm-hmm.
It made me think of who we talked about earlier.
Okay.
And when I used to go around their house, and the guys who they would tell their mom about, she would ask specific questions like, what is he trying to do?
Mm-hmm.
How much money does he make?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the boyfriend at the time, when it was like, oh, you like Trick Daddy. This ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
It's not
no,
gonna work.
that family was very specific
Yes.
on the type of man that you're going to have. For
Yes.
sure. They were intentional about that shit.
Yes, be intentional for real.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if you have that, I guess, type of role model around, because the mom's showing you, I'm making $25,000 a month, and that was in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to find a guy who's going to take care of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said that they're taught, but it's not explicitly stated that this is for men. They're just taught like
Some of them are. I think it's a cultural thing for sure. I think more Caribbean. I think Hispanic. I think they're taught to take care of their husband. But it's funny I say that, but my wife is neither, and my wife is American, Black Nubian queen, and she was very much taught to take care of. Well, see, but then it's her family. But you know who taught her that probably the most is her grandfather. So she really learned about men from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like she learned. I mean, her whole personality. Like, so I don't know. Like the value of family. So is that people pleasing, take care of a man, or is that the value of when you can grow with someone?
It is your family, so yeah. I get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I get it. In my experience, I've never heard or witnessed a woman being coached to take care of men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are those things being said? I guess inadvertently, like, if you don't know how to cook, you ain't gonna get no man. So I guess that's kind of putting it out there that you need to know how to cook. Yeah. But I've never witnessed, like, come in the kitchen with me so I can show you how to cook so you'll be able to provide for your family or some shit like that. I've never, or like, make sure you do this. I don't know. I've not witnessed it, but those are very strong points.
See, that's interesting.
That you guys,
that's exactly what my mom said to my sister.
What?
Come in the kitchen so you can learn how to cook.
I never seen that.
That's like the reason I know how to cook is because my sister was lazy and wouldn't go to the kitchen. Yeah. And after I would just a young age, I would just go in, and my mom was like, "Well, you here?"
Like, my sister surprised the shit out of me that she can cook and cook so well, and I would often ask her, like, "Yo, where'd you learn to cook?" Because I never saw you in the kitchen with, you know, my grandmother or, you know what I mean, my mom. And she was like, she observed it, and then she just took it upon herself to just learn more on her own accord. But I didn't witness that growing up. And, you know, she's very womanly, very ladylike, very, you know.
Did you have to give her advice on men? Like, I never gave my sister advice on men. So I don't know if she watched me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I never gave my sister advice on men, but I do know specifically that my sister does compare a lot of her male suitors to me. Okay. In regards to
sure, she holds me because you got more than one sister, so it's all of them.
Well, you're right. I do have more than one, but the one I'm closest to. Okay. So I talk to her about things like that. The other ones I don't really talk about things like that, so I wouldn't know. Okay. But her, she holds me in high esteem, and she's always going to compare like the guys to me. So yeah, I don't know. I guess it was just an observational thing that she did on her own. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I just saying that, I like that you said that. Is it their fault for knowing? No, but it's your fault for not doing your due diligence to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because just saying, like, my sister learned how to cook. She can really cook. And nobody taught her. She taught herself. So yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that for sure.